What's up? What's up? What's going on, you guys? Welcome, Rock Bottom Podcast, um, with DeVito coming to you live from Dearborn, Michigan. I'm in town for WATP, man. I thought I had a guest lined up, and I messed up. I do not have a guest, so it's gonna be me solo, but that's fine. That is fine. I'm gonna be doing this. I got Andy with me. If Andy wants to jump on, he does not have to.
Well, that's up to you, Ray.
You're welcome to jump on, Andy. Hey, look at that.
How are you?
All right. Do you hear an echo, or is that on my end?
You sound good from here.
Okay. Then it's probably back from the hotel. Yeah, man, just got in. I do want to say shout out to my sponsors, SilkCityHotSauce.com, SilkCityHotSauce.com. Put in Rock B, save 15%. And save 15%. Pain in the Brain hot sauce. Check that out. Also on my YouTube, I'm putting up a clip a week for my special, youtube.com/RAYDEVI for my stand-up clips. And yeah, we're doing it. We got Deirdre Tholen is in here, new member. Thank you for being a member. Don Vito Fontana, new member. Thanks for being a member. Franklin Sheckler, Ray. Did you ask Elise to be on? And I messed up. I messed up with Elise. I just got off the phone with Elise, and yes, I got signals crossed. It's on me, Franklin Sheckler. Franklin Sheckler, you're a good egg. I saw that your video, Tracy Jane did my podcast the other day, and
Ray, what happened with Tracy Jane? By the way, did she happen to leave?
Yes, she left.
What happened? What's going on? I didn't see it all.
I was venting about my sister and venting about some family stuff, and I did not want to hear any counter things. So, yeah, I've muted guests before when I'm like in the middle of a rant because it is my podcast.
You muted her?
I muted her because I was talking about something on my podcast, and then according to her, so she was upset with that, and she was like, "Yeah, people in the chat were like, yeah, you should just leave. Don't put up with this." So she left. She left. Which, first of all, I've said this to my guests before. Don't read the chat. I'll read the chat, Andy.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? I'll read the chat. It's my car. I'm driving the car.
She was reading the chats?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm driving the car. I got it. Adam Nutter, who I love that guy, but same thing. He's like reading the chat while the show's on. Cam Vanderhorst, another one. Don't read the chat. I'm driving a car. I got stuff I want to talk about. Let's do that. Don't worry about it. If I read the chat and switched every way because of what the chat says, I would get nothing accomplished. Not that I'm
in a hotel right now, Ray?
What's up?
Are you in a hotel right now?
I am in a hotel. I got the key to my room, but we did not get here in time. Like, we literally got here right at 12:30. So OJ's in his room. I got my key to my thing. But
I saw a maid walk by there a couple times.
Yeah. It's I'm in the lobby. I didn't know if like I'd be able to get up there and get set up in time. So they're like, they turned off the TV for me and stuff. They're cool. We're here till Sunday. WAT tomorrow. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I know I'm going up with Cardiff and Tukey. So I'm excited for So I'm looking to have fun. I'm Nan Cramp says he says I'm a control freak. I'm a control freak. I don't even have control of my life. But yes, when I'm doing my podcast, I'm going to focus. Yes, if I'm going to rant, I'm going to rant. So, yeah, my apologies to people I upset along the way. But, yeah, what do they say? Got to break some eggs to make some omelets?
Yeah, something like that.
To make some omelets, multiple omelets. I got a bunch of eggs and a bunch of omelets to make. So
So how many days are you away for?
I'm away. We go back Sunday morning.
Okay.
So today, I don't know. I think this is like kind of like the pre-party. I know we're gonna meet up with like Kinky Loco and El Harible, whatever one of his personalities he brings, and nice. Cardiff.
Yeah, he's a good name.
Yeah. OJ. I know I'm the only one not in mask. I think it'll be the first time I get to see faces. I think I should show for a mask. How about that?
You should have a mask.
They show up unmasked for the first time, and I'll be the one that wears the mask. I think we should turn the tables. But I'm definitely gonna. I was thinking about either going to one night stands or Mark Ridley's tonight because it's like the one night that I don't have something to do, just to drop in, say hello at those comedy clubs, and see what's going on because I haven't been in
You got that
before.
kind of stroke, Ray, where you can just kind of walk in and go up and do a set?
No, if I'm asked to do a set and there's time, but like I'm not going to what do you call show up unannounced where if I don't know the headliner, which I looked at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle, I did not know the headliner that's there. I didn't even look at one night stands thing, but no, I don't. Yeah, I don't plan on doing a set at either. If they ask me to do a set, it's like yeah, sure, I'll do a set. But if
But
I'm not
but I'm a little confused. Do they know you there, Ray? Like you'll walk into the comedy club and they'll say, "Okay, there's Ray DeVito."
well, I headlined one night stands. I worked there a year ago. I
Oh, okay.
headlined there.
All right.
That's Mike Green's club, Mark Ridley's comedy club. Back when I was touring all the time, I would feature there like once or twice a year. But I have not. I haven't worked there. My buddy Joel's the manager there. I asked him tonight about, and they have a guy coming in doing a one night special event. So
Right.
I would feel like a douche to even ask to do a set if it's like a special event show. Like who the hell am I?
Right.
My favorite story about did you ever go down the rabbit hole of like watching old Norm Macdonald clips on YouTube?
Sure. Yeah,
So
those are great.
he was doing a club where he was doing the Stardome in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a giant comedy club. It's a giant. It's kind of like a theater. Like they have a big screen to you to the right, a big screen to the left,
Yeah.
and that place can be great when they're there to see you. I worked there last time I worked there was like a few years, maybe like 7 years ago, and I was with Roy Wood Jr. We were doing a bunch of colleges, and then we did a few clubs. So I was with Wood Jr.'s for like 3 weeks. This is before he was doing the Daily Show, and all that.
Right.
Great guy. And then I did Birmingham with him, and he used to do prank calls on the morning radio show there, and which was on an urban radio show.
Right.
And so it was at the time like when Def Comedy or not Def Comedy, BT Comic View and stuff. So some comics that were on BT Comics View, one guy would up and open, he do, and then another guy do a guest spot, and then I'd go on, and then Roy would. So it's an urban crowd,
Right.
and 4 of the shows were great. 4 of the shows for me were horrible, and I would know how I was going to do based on the reaction they would get from a guy before me would do a joke about how he had braids and about something about how to make your braids strong, whatever they put in the braids, you put in your braids to make your braids strong.
Yeah.
And he was saying this stuff. So yeah, I don't. You have no hair, so you don't. I have never had
Exactly.
braids. But he did a joke about how he was on the roller coaster at the local carnival thing, and his braid got caught in the thing,
Oh,
so
fuck.
he fell out of the car. And as the roller coaster is going, like he's just like, when that joke would get a huge laugh,
Right.
I knew I was going to bomb. When that joke would get a reaction of, that obviously never happened. Like we would have saw it on the news if he fell out of a roller coaster car. When that would get met with so-so response, I do fine. So I would know how good or bad I was going to do before I went on stage. Every show, I knew.
You didn't have a Ray DeVito with dreads joke?
No, I knew exactly when that joke would get met with a giant laugh. I'm like, they're gonna hate my guts. When that joke was met with like, oh haha, then I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna be cool. I got this crowd. It'd be great. And Roy would always give me grief about those jokes because yeah, it was the urban radio station that yeah, I went there with him and like yeah, some of the shows were great, some of the shows not. But back to my Norm Macdonald story. So
Yeah.
he's obviously headlining there. It's a special event, Norm Macdonald, and this guy James Gregory, the funniest man in America, who's managed by Bruce Ayers, who owns the comedy club, showed up at the Norm Macdonald shows, and he's like, "Hey, do you care if I do a guest spot on the Norm Macdonald special events?" And Norm Macdonald's like, "Yeah, why do I care? Yeah, sure, do your time, whatever." And he would go on and just murder.
Yeah.
And then Norm didn't have Norm's like, and they were like, so. And then he's like, Norm goes, I'm sitting in the green room and I see on the menu it says James Gregory's funniest man in America's hamburger. James Gregory, funniest man in American chicken tenders. So like his name's all over the menu because the guy who owns it also manages them. It's like the funniest man in America, James Gregory this, James Gregory mozzarella sticks, James Gregory pretzels. And then and he goes, yeah, he just goes on stage and just murders, and the crowd could give two shits about Norm MacDonald. They don't care about Norm. And then he goes, James Gregory comes back the next night. It's like, hey, Norm, you care if I do a few minutes before you? And Norm's like, I'd rather you not. I'd rather you not.
Rather not do that.
You being the funniest man in America and everything.
Really?
But yeah, that clip is somewhere on whoever that guy is. I'm not Norm. Posting the videos. So he
and Norm's great too. I seen Norm live once. He was amazing.
He's great. Lowest score in the history of Star Search.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I think he got 1 1/4 stars. He got the absolute lowest.
Jeez.
And the joke.
That was his delivery, you know?
No, he had.
I love that delivery.
No, he did a joke. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. But he had a joke, and it's a great joke, where he goes, some guy like murdered his whole family, and and put him in a duffel bag, and he said he did it because the devil told him to do it. And he's like, man, you imagine if like you chop up your whole family. He's like, here I am, devil, just like you asked. I got my entire family. I got severed off their heads and everything, just like you wanted me to do. And I got them here, right here in the duffel bag. What do I do next? Tell me what to do next. Oh, Lord of the blah 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 world or whatever. Right. And then the devil pulls off his mask and goes, hey, it's me, Bob. And he's like, oh, Bobby boy, you really got me, because here I am. I decapitated my whole family. I got their heads in this duffel bag. Boy, is my face red. Chalk one up for you, Bobby. And that got 1 1/4 stars. It's a Star Search crowd just stares at him, and it's a great joke. And I'm I
gotta see that.
Oh, it's great. Dang lizard, Ray, can you go out of the room and come back in? I have my hotel room. Dang lizard. I guess I don't stop smearing. I had my hotel, but I did not know if I would have time to get up there, set up. I invited Elise, but I did not realize that the podcast was starting right now. So yes, my apologies to Elise. She's not joining this one. Just me and the lovely Andy and Michael Skakel.
Don't get called that often.
People with ADD rage when interrupted. I get it. I'm not perfect, you sons of bitches. I'm not perfect. There's what makes you think.
As Ray gets upset.
What makes you think that I am perfect? I am as flawed of an individual as you can be. I'm a lot of. Why do you think I'm not dating anyone right now? You think I'm fun to be around 24/7? No, I am not.
You got something, Ray. You're bringing a lot of these ladies around.
Jesus.
You know?
What do you call it? Why do you think I have to run 4 miles a day? I have to get the anxiety out. I have to get the ADHD out. I have, that people look at me like, why do I drink? I drink because I have to fucking shut this off. I have to shut this off. Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Andy.
No.
Are you gonna leave?
Right? I'm gonna rage any second.
It's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Off early, you know who to blame.
Yeah. Franklin Scheckler. Ray, you did not realize the podcast starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time, the same time as always. The time you gave last night on your podcast. You didn't realize. Yes, Franklin Scheckler. I do know that the podcast starts at 1 p.m. But I was coming up from, first of all, I'm here Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. The thing, Franklin Sheckler, is Andy, you check into hotels. Usually you can't check in early.
Right.
So it never occurred to me that they would allow me to check in early. It just happens that the room is ready and I could check in. So yes, I could have gotten here a little, but yeah, normally they don't let you check in, especially before like 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Well,
So
the maid's got hours and hours to do that, right? From the morning to mid afternoon. So they don't know when all the rooms are going to be ready.
exactly. Now, if someone wasn't staying in the room, now if they had a full house today and checkout time is what 11 or noon, there's like no way a room would be ready. So that would be absurd of me to assume that a room would be ready. They're very nice here. The guy like set up. I was like, "Do you care if I do it right here?" He's like, "No." OJ's up in his room. I'm sure he's smoking a cigarette. He's got his feet up on the coffee table, just having a good old time.
Nice.
Maybe watching some ESPN or whatever.
Did they
And
get in one of the smoking rooms, or is he smoking in a non-smoking room?
I assume he's got a smoking. I don't even know if he's smoking. I didn't mean to sound. I don't know what he's doing up there. Look, right again. I'm just doxing people. Look at me, left and right. I
Yeah.
can't win. I am the worst. Oh Jesus,
Oh, we got
Ray.
some more chats here.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
no, got that one. Sorry.
Well, I didn't say dang lizards. Ray, was that how you lost your family? I'm going in order. So Michael Skakel was the last one I read with people with ADD rage when interrupted. Yeah, I'm not perfect, Michael Skakel. I know that. Dang lizard.
Yes.
Dang lizard. Ray, was that how you lost your family? No, that's not how I lost my family. My dad died of heart disease and my mom died of cancer. Dang lizard. Um, Franklin Sheckler. Oh yeah, that was the one I read. Franklin Sheckler, Michael Skakel. My point is people. My point is people should give you an ADD break. Yes, I agree with you. I'm a lot to handle, Michael Skakel. I'm a lot to handle. You think it's fun living with this head? No, I got issues, dude. I know that, man. I hear you. Chris Smack. Tracy leaving was 100% your fault. You are rude and inconsiderate. You don't think about people. And when that's pointed out, you play the victim like with Carlos. I'm not playing the victim. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Okay. I was being rude. I apologize to Tracy. I apologize again. My apologies, Tracy.
Have you talked to her since?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Everything's all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. But yes, I apologize, Chris Mack. I apologize to you, Chris Mack. How about that? For me being rude and inconsiderate and talking on my own podcast. What a jerk I am. Talking on my own podcast. The nerve of me. The nerve of me, Andy. Jesus.
Right?
Oh, man. Brian Coswell. Discount Don. Discount therapist. Pay the man. Don is
hey,
my.
Brian.
Yeah. That's what I used to say. Like, as far as like doing therapy, why pay for therapy? Just buy a stranger at a bar a couple beers. It's like $20. $20. And you can just talk about whatever on your mind, dude. Whatever on your mind, you can just get it out. That's it. Just buy him a couple beers, pour a few drinks, tell me some lies. That's a Neil Diamond song. Early check-in results in no Elise. Okay. Oh no, that was me, Franklin Sheckler. I messed up. I messed up with Elise. I got the times wrong with Elise. I was so my Franklin Sheckler likes Elise. I like Elise too. I'll text her to be like, hey, come jump on if you can.
Yeah, she's great.
I'll be like, Franklin Sheckler requests you if you can make it. And I got topics. I'm gonna get to my topics. I got topics. I bring topics. Don saw my yeah. Andy saw my topics.
I saw them, brother.
Yeah. No. And she can jump on and yell at me. How about that, Franklin Sheckler? She could yell at me and everything's good. Ray P. Ray Ray's sister's horizontal. Who is this? Absolutely nobody. Andy, do you know? I think he's talking about. He's calling me.
He's talking about you, right?
Yeah, I think he's talking about. I am a nobody. That is right. It should be nobody P nobody. That should be your name. It's nobody P nobody.
Look at
Nobody,
that avatar.
nobody sisters horizontal slots. That should be your name.
Look at
Who
that
is
face.
this
in the
absolute
avatar.
nobody? I am the absolute nobody. That is true. David Skywalker. I can't believe you're actually going to see Ari. Yes, I'm going to see Ari. Yeah. Oh, isn't she in for a treat? What a
I
lucky
love
person
Ari.
to hang out with me.
Absolutely.
Oh,
You get
what
to
a
hang out with her. That's pretty cool.
what a prize she. No, I mean it's cool for me, but I'm saying for her, that's no picnic. You get to hang out with me. Nobody wanted. Yeah, what kind of nightmare would she want? Yeah. George Ray. Did you tap the bellboy that brought your laundry basket to the room? I bring my own. My laundry basket's still in the car. But yes, I did bring a laundry basket. George, I did. Thank you. My lost interest. Room shouldn't matter to show start. You're in lobby. Yes, I am in the lobby. Yes, I am in the lobby. My lost interest. I podcast from the best lobbies in the country. What not chaser? How many times are you not gonna have Ari this weekend? She's my buddy. That's not. Thank you, what not chaser. But plenty of times. We're gonna. Dang, lizard, you sound like a crab, and whisper yelling doesn't help. Dang, lizard. Oh, Dave Delafer. Ray, have a drink on me. Thank you, Dave Delafer. This is coffee. I got coffee right now. Yeah. And don't worry, I'm going to run on a treadmill, hit a Planet Fitness, get all my anxiety out. Single mother of 5. Please explain. Couldn't call a hotel to see when the room is ready. I didn't. I did not call ahead. I didn't. I hear you, single mother of 5. Mason Portland. Ray, I'm disappointed with what you did to that poor woman. That could be a lot of poor women. I don't know
Which one?
I don't know which poor women you're talking about. Yeah, Mason Portland. My apologies to all of them. To have to deal with me, yeah, to have to deal with me. It's a lot of poor. That's a lot of poor women. I got another super chat before we get into my topics. I tell you, I got topics. I bring topics to the table. Nobody P nobody. Nobody sisters horizontal slots. Will Dwight from The Office develop a personality as the show goes on, or Z? I'm just reading super chats right now. No, he's awesome. He doesn't want me to yell over him. Apparently, I am a monster. I am a monster. I tell you.
The name and avatar. That's hilarious.
Jesus. Yes, I know. Ray P. Ray. Yes. All right, let's get into some topics. Since I'm in a Chris Mack. Oh,
sorry, that was me. I was trying to get rid of.
Oh yeah, that was. I love you, Chris Mack. My apologies. I will have Tracy back on, and I will apologize to her in front of all of you. How's that? Will that make you guys happy? And we can be friends again? We can be one big, happy family? Will that be an all right, man. So last time I saw you in Pottstown. Did you? I'm gonna go to that dude that was on the run. Did you did the criminal, the last one?
Oh, the escape murder one?
Yeah. Did you follow that whole thing?
I did not, no, Ray. I've been so busy. I've missing news, missing sport. So
he
a little crazy.
And then I saw we got some new super chats, but we'll read those as we go along. Let's talk about Danilo Calicante. First of all, they got him. He escaped somewhere around Pottstown, or that's where they found him, around Pottstown. Everything goes back to
really?
Pottstown. Yeah, everything goes back to Pottstown.
He's heading my way.
Yeah, he was hanging out by Daryl Hall's mom's. He just wanted to pay his respects. He just wanted to go to the memorial and get a couple free cheeseburgers. Just a couple free cheeseburgers. That's what he was doing.
Yeah.
But so the dude escaped. Then he went to like old employees trying to find. They found him. It was a 14-day manhunt. It was kind of interesting, like watching the whole story develop.
Did you want to play the video at all, or
can you play the video? You can go like
Sure.
halfway through.
Absolutely.
You don't gotta. All right, go ahead, play that.
Agencies working on the prisoner escape are proud to announce the subject is in custody. Reading, subject is in custody. Authority of the radio room, time 08:18 hours.
So yeah, you can. They're gonna go through the whole. So
Want me
he's
to stop it?
convicted of first degree. No, because you can let it play. But he, So he fatally stabs his former girlfriend because she wanted 39 times, because she wanted. She was gonna try to get him back to Brazil for a murder, or let Brazil know that he committed a murder that was wanted. Then he escapes out of this prison by doing this.
Cavalcante scales a brick wall at the
Oh,
prison's
crab
recreation
walking.
yard before
Look at this dude.
eventually making a
Yeah,
break.
this
We
into the
talked about
facility.
this last week with Maureen Langdon. That's
Danilo Sousa
That dude's-
Cavalcante escaped from Chester County Prison. He is considered extremely dangerous.
so. Then they find him like on different like doorbell cameras and stuff. But the thing that's crazy. So then he steals a
convicted
truck.
murderer on the run for 6
You could turn down
days
the
now,
volume. We
spotted
don't gotta hear
again
that
last
loud.
night.
So then so they close down schools, they close down everything. This whole like no one's leaving, no one's doing anything because they're like worrying with this dude. Then he resourcefully steals a van. They left a van running. He like drives around on it until it runs out of gas. Then he like leaves it and goes. How do you not find that? The van's reported stolen. Wouldn't you like immediately go track down that van?
Yeah, you think so?
Or maybe it took a while to get to the van. But then he tried to find like people he used to work with to ask them for assistance or whatever. He went to their doorbell and they immediately called the cops on him. But then this is the craziest thing. He went into somebody's garage and stole the gun while the guy was there. And the guy had guns and the guy started shooting at him. I guess he didn't shoot at the guy. But anyways, they found the guy. But 14 days it took to get this guy. His whole thing was, he stole a rifle,
.22 caliber rifle.
with a scope. Who leaves that just laying around in their garage? I don't know the homeowner, but the homeowner's like, yeah, I tried to shoot him and he fired several shots, misses the dude.
Surprisingly, not everyone locks their guns up. You know,
But if the dude shoots at you, wouldn't you shoot at the
One on one,
guy? I mean, you already murdered one person. What's another murder? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you already murdered. What are they going to do? Give you less of a life sentence? You're already never going to get out if you get captured. But he was going to go to Canada, and then they found him in a field. But it's amazing. If this dude had a rifle on him, why wouldn't he, like, if you're him, wouldn't you just, like, take your own life? Like, why would you? I don't know. I don't know why this, but I bet they keep him in, like, isolation now. But I just thought it was interesting. I haven't seen a manhunt. Do you remember ever? You can get rid of the video, but do you ever remember seeing a manhunt in your lifetime?
a manhunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been some. We've had some up
I
here.
never seen one on the news like this. This is the first time I followed one. I was like, where's he at today?
I wish I remember the guys' names. It was a couple years ago where, there's a couple weeks these guys were on the run. They escaped, and they finally caught. And I know I'm being very vague because I don't remember the story that well. But no, we've definitely we've seen some manhunts through the years.
I thought this was exciting. I mean, it's horrible.
Well, yeah,
what this guy did.
someone escapes jail and prison. It's like Shawshank Redemption kind of thing. But I mean, it depends on what the guy does too, right? I mean, obviously, if he's a rapist or a murderer, you want him caught. You don't want him to escape and have the opportunity to do it again, right? But if some guy's up for,
but also like
or something, and
he stole the rifle. The guy's shooting at him and didn't shoot him with the rifle.
Yeah, that part I don't get. If someone's shooting at you right away, like you stole the guy's gun, this guy's shooting at you, you figure you would pop him.
Why didn't he shoot back? I think we're missing something in that story, but it adds to the mystery.
Yeah, right.
I just thought that whole thing was interesting, man. Like, I mean, first of all, I could never crab walk. Could you crab walk if you had to?
No.
I mean, he won me over at crab walking.
No.
Like, this dude's like an athlete.
20 years ago, maybe. But yeah. No.
I never.
I'd get a back cramp as soon as I tried.
That might be a new sport in schools. I bet there's kids all over the place trying to crab walk now. After this, like if I was a kid and I saw this dude crab walking, you think I'm not going to try to crab walk?
Right.
Like when I was a kid, we would play baseball. Someone would hit the a foul ball would go on top of the school building, and this kid
Right.
Chirac somehow scaled the wall because like some of the bricks would stick out. Scaled the wall, went on top of the roof, and got all the baseballs. First of all, he could have died. He could have fell and died.
Right.
But we thought that was like the coolest thing. Like, whoa, he could scale the wall. And then he would do it. And like one time he did fall, but not falling, wasn't high enough up. And then after he fell one time, he's like, I'm not doing it anymore. He never did it.
Right.
Because you could be paralyzed. Like it's cool when you're 12, but I just thought that was amazing. I mean, I'm glad the guy's caught, but I was intrigued. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right,
Somewhere they should make a prison escape obstacle course.
Yeah.
You know, this is what it's like to try to escape prison.
All right, I'm gonna go back and read. Let me find the last super chat. Let me catch up with.
Do you want Dave's up there?
I think Mason in Portland was the last one to super chat that I read. So we can go back to Mason in Portland's.
We're at yeah, I think Mason's we read, right?
Yeah, but yeah, go back to that. We'll read it again because that was my last starting point, and then I'll read those, and then
I might have lost that one just because it's so far ahead.
Okay, but I want to make sure. I got to read them all.
Yeah, no, I should have got that one.
So I don't want to not read them. I'll go from the ones that I see, but I know there's some before this. Ray, from Dave Dallafor. Ray, please have a vodka seltzer on KB. Thank you, David Dallafor. David Skywalker, you said you got the times wrong. What exactly do you mean? What times did you get wrong? I got wrong my message to Elise. I got wrong, David Skywalker. I thought I sent her a message and she replied to another message. So that it's on me, David Skywalker. This is not on Elise. I messed up. What times did you get wrong? Please explain. I just did. What did you mean? Read again before answering. Yes, my message to Elise to join the podcast. I got wrong. So that's on me. Dang, Lizard, you can't climb like that with your gout. You are correct. I cannot climb with that.
Yeah,
but I thought that was impressive. I thought that was very impressive. Dang, Lizard. XM member Ray, I missed last night's show. When will it be on Patreon? Or give me a recap so I can save $3. It'll be on Patreon. As soon as this is over, it'll be on Patreon. But yeah, it's Stevie Lou and Carlos Danger on. It goes back to what happened on MLC. So yeah, I guess you have to spend the $3 to watch it, but it'll be up as soon as this is over. I will put it on Patreon. I promise I will. Tampaletta Converters. Ray, do you think Christopher Hitchenson's criticism of Mother Teresa? I don't know. What did he say about Mother Teresa? I don't think anyone. My only complaint about Mother Teresa is if I was actually in a hurricane or something and I was in need of supplies, because she would go wherever a disaster just happened. So if I'm in need of supplies and they send this 80-year-old Italian woman, it's like, yeah, my entire family's drowning. Can you send someone that's got like some floating devices or something? But I'm not mad at Mother Teresa. It's not her fault. But it's weird that you send the person that could physically least likely to help someone physically in a crisis is my only, but that's not Mother Teresa's fault. I think she was a good woman who meant well. Franklin Sheckler, Ray's first manhunt. Ray learning about hurricanes. All right, thank you, Franklin Sheckler. Nobody's horizontal. Ray P. Ray. All right. If he didn't want to be found, he should have just hung out on Joey C's podcast. True. Yeah. Dang, Lizard. If Ari can escape Ray's room, she'll live. Yeah. Oh, Aries. I love. Yes, obviously I love Ari, and I love Tracy Jane, and I apologize to her, and hopefully she'll be back soon. And yes, everyone can be all friendly and love. Dang, Lizard. Where do you hide the bodies, Ray? I don't have any bodies to hide. Dang, lizard. I do not. I have bobbleheads to hide. Where do you hide the bobbleheads? That's what. All right. Another thing I wanted to talk about, dude, is did you see? Well, first of all, oh, I want to say this because every time I go to Michigan, because I went to school at Bowling Green, which is like just south of the Michigan border. It's like right next to Toledo. And I remember there was an episode of Seinfeld. I don't know if you're big on Seinfeld, Andy.
Sure.
The episode,
Absolutely.
so there was an episode where Kramer and Newman got a bunch of soda cans. They got a bunch of soda cans and they loaded up a van because if you take them to Michigan, you get 10 cents a piece.
Right, yeah.
You get 10 cents a piece.
Yeah.
So they did that. So seeing that episode and being not that far away from the Michigan border, me and a friend of mine, a fraternity brother named Jeffrey Miller. I just doxed him. How about that, everybody? I just doxed him. I'm going to read super chats as they come because I don't want to miss them. Brian Kowalczak. Ray, the girls have spoken. I don't want this. But to appease them, what's the price to get that shirt off? Hi, Andy.
Hey, Brian.
I think they want Andy's shirt off. The only shirt I'm wearing, I think I got a Smith's t-shirt. I'm wearing my Smith's t-shirt. But so after watching that episode of Seinfeld, I was like, all right, he had a truck. So we went to the recycling center and we got all the aluminum cans we could find, loaded them in a truck, and we headed up to Monroe, Michigan, which is the first city right when you get against. So we go to the first place and you go to like turn in the cans. I did not know this. There's like a $25 minimum or maximum. You can only return up to $25 worth of cans. So he goes in, he gets $25. Then I go in and I got $25. So good start. We're off to a good start. Then we go to the next place. I went in first. I got $25. Then he went in and he came back with all the cans. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, in Michigan, every can has a little thing. In Michigan, you pay an extra 10 cents a can. And the incentive is, so this way you return the can to get your 10 cents back. And they're made in Michigan. So it has like a little Michigan emblem that says 10 cents Michigan. So because they were Ohio cans or not Michigan cans, we did not get 10 cents. We're like, all right, whatever. So then we went to the next place. Same thing. They're like, they're not Michigan cans. We went to like 11 places and none of them took the cans again. But for some reason, we got lucky on the first 3. And also, here's the thing too, like in Michigan, one of the ladies explained this to me. In Michigan, like if you're going to recycle a can, take it back and get your 10 cents, you clean it out. You get what I'm saying? You clean it out. You don't, where these we got from a college cafeteria. So they're like, nobody drinks their soda all the way down. Right. So it's like still half filled with soda. We're handing them to it. It just, there's like bees everywhere. There's flies and bees all over these cans. And we just look like a bunch of degenerates and it didn't work out. So it is a myth. You cannot take out-of-state cans to Canada and get 10 cents. It's a complete myth. I
can't believe the effort you put into trying to return these cans.
Yeah, for nothing.
How much did you spend on gas trying to do that?
It's not that far. So the gas wouldn't. It was more so the 6 hours of going around getting cans from cafeteria to cafeteria. Like we're just looking like, dude, we're gonna make like $5,000 and putting all that work in just to come back with $75. So it didn't work out. David Skywalker, you said you got the times wrong. What times? Yes, I got it. I messed up. I sent her the wrong. I messed up, David Skywalker. What do you want me to say? I messed up with my message to Elise. I messed up. I messed up. I think she was replying to. I asked her to do a podcast last night, whenever the last time. So she replied for something. Husey wants the link, but no, he's just going to come on and say filthy things. So how many people watching in your lobby audience? No, just the guy at the front desk who's very nice to me. He even suggested I sit over here. It's more like you'll be out of the way if you're over here. I think it's more that, but
Good to see you lost.
yeah. But thank you, my lost. Dang, Lizard. Do you use your hot sauce to dissolve the bodies? No. I just put it on steaks that I cook on the 4th of July. That's what I use it for. It goes on steaks at all times. That's what I do, dang Lizard. Marshall Clinard, a new member. Thank you. Carlos Danger. Tracy Jane is sniping the show with Dr. Chow, bro. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm the worst. I get it, everybody. I'm the worst. I agree with you. You all win. I'm the worst. What do you want from me? Ray, are you going on Melty's show for thousands? It's like a game show. Please do it. It depends on what time it is, because I'm doing WATP's event tomorrow. So I'll be at Who Are These Podcasts tomorrow. So Melton never told me. He just sent out a generic tweet, and I said yes. It depends on the time. That's all.
Is there a schedule, Ray? Is there like a full day event that you know about? What's going on?
I don't know. I do not know. The single mother of 5. Please explain. So your recycling is as successful as your comedy. Pretty much. Single mother of 5. Pretty much. Chris Mack. Chad authorizes DDJ to send Husey the link. Discount Don Jameson. I don't think. Husey's just going to come on and say inappropriate things, and I love Husey, but this is not the. We're classy over here. Dang Lizard. So you feed the bodies to your guests at the barbecue. All right, we got some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff. KB, how's that Bud Light, Ray? It's a coffee, KB. It's a coffee, KB.
Much love, KB.
Much love to KB. She's fantastic.
She is. You got to hang out with her a couple times, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm a giant fan. And I know what she's making a reference to. When we were in Atlantic City, I was buying a round of drinks for everybody, and I asked everybody what they wanted, and she wanted a vodka soda.
Okay.
I forgot what Mommy wanted or what Adam wanted, and then someone wanted a Bud Light, and I brought her back a Bud Light. She didn't say anything. I got the drinks wrong, so somebody got a vodka soda. My apologies.
That's Howard Stern's drink.
Yeah, my apologies that you're the one that asked for it and didn't get it. I don't know if this is a new Franklin Sheckler or is that an old Franklin Sheckler? That's an old one. All right. So, yes, my apologies, KB. I owe you a vodka soda next time I see you. Yes, but that's the same time. Right at that time is when producer Andy, not the other producer Andy, found a wad of cash. He found a stack of hundreds. A stack of hundreds, I tell you. There's like 8 grand in there. And he went around all over Atlantic City, going up to stranger after stranger, saying, "Excuse me, sir, did you drop this? It wasn't you? Well, then how about you, sir? Good sir. Was this your stack of hundreds?" Went around person to person.
Wow.
Even though I was standing right next to him, never turned around to me and said, "Hey, Ray, did you drop the stack of $100 bills?" I know.
He knew you were going to say yes. Damn right I did.
What a Boy Scout. What a Boy
really.
Scout that is.
That's
Jesus. Went on a search party. He's like, we got to find out. He made flyers saying somebody dropped a stack of $100 bills.
But he found the guy that dropped it, right?
Yes, he found the guy. And the guy who dropped it was, turns out he was a Bob Levy fan. And the only reason why he took the money out is because he was offering to buy Bob Levy a drink. And Bob Levy didn't want a drink. So he put the money, but there were so many $100 bills. You can't put that many $100 bills back in your pocket.
Damn.
That's too many.
I can't relate.
So that's what happened. Either can I. Chris Mack, turn the camera so we can see the tables, please. Well, I don't want to do it because there's people working. I don't want them to think that I'll turn it this way.
You're in the hotel lobby.
I'm in the hotel lobby. And after the party, it's the hotel lobby.
I was confused about earlier. I saw a maid go by a couple times. I'm like, doesn't Ray know there's a maid in the room?
It's a remix to Ignition. Yeah. I'm in the lobby, yeah, because I did not know the room was going to be ready, and I didn't want to like do everything. And after the party, it's the after party, and after the after party, it's the hotel lobby to do a podcast with Discount Don. It's a remix to Ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. That's an R. Kelly song. Am I allowed to sing R. Kelly songs anymore? Speaking of it, I saw a documentary. That's what I wanted to show you. This documentary is free on something called Freeze TV. And I did not know that. It's Eminem's mom, Debbie Mathers, did a documentary about Eminem. It was her. You don't got to play it. I was just you can just show it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm just proving it's out there. It's called Eminem, AKA. It's a pretty good documentary. You can watch it for free on something called Freeze or whatever. So I thought it was great, and it's appropriate because I'm in Detroit, Michigan. So I watched the doc. You can get rid of the documentary. I just wanted to pull it up.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I'm gonna check it out
to prove that it existed. But so I did not know this. So Eminem's mom, you know Kim, the lady who he had his baby with, Haley Jade.
Yeah,
Kim, the one that he bitches about in all
his things about
earlier
on the Eminem show. Yeah.
So first of all, Eminem's dad like left them immediately, and him and his mom is going back and forth from Missouri to Michigan to South Dakota to back to Missouri to Michigan, Missouri. They're all over the place. But then when he's like 13 or 14 or like 14 or 15 years old, he takes her to a foster home, and Eminem's like thought that she was trying to put him in foster care. When she was like, no, she went to go adopt a child. She took him to go adopt a child. And Kim was Debbie Mathers' foster child. And this is Debbie Mathers' documentary, by the way. So she went to adopt Kim, or not adopt him, be her foster parent, not adopt her.
Parent, yeah.
Because she wanted a girl around or whatever. So fine. So then Kim lives with Eminem. They're like 15, 16 or whatever. And then during that time, every time Eminem gets in a fight with his mom, he kicks Eminem out of the house. And then as soon as she kicks him out of the house, like gets nervous and like tries to go to his buddy's house to go try to find him to bring him back. But he kicks her own child. She kicks out of the. Maybe this is why I relate to Eminem so much. So his mom would kick him out of the house and let this other random child live there. And which is insane. And this is Debbie Mathers' documentary. So she could sugarcoat it. This is her sugarcoating it.
But she doesn't think of her son who's 15, probably, obviously raging hormones, and bring in a foster a girl who's the same age. I mean, I would have loved for my mom to do that when I was 15.
Yeah, and then they ended up hooking up, becoming boyfriend, girlfriend, like obviously, and then the rest is history. Yeah. But at the same time, take that if you're her only son and she's kicking you out of the house. Meanwhile, this stranger gets to live there like she's her best friend. I don't know, man. It's a lot of mixed signals. You kind of don't blame Eminem for the resentment, and like it's a great documentary. I was just pointing out that, but like also like how he had it weird, like being the only white, like how you go to these rap places and they don't want to accept a white kid, and then the white kids don't want to accept a white kid who is rapping and hangs out at the rap shelters or whatever. So it was just an interesting documentary. It's very good. Jarhead, Ray, why did you pee in your sister's hallway and blame the poor dog? Yeah, that's on the podcast. Going to yes. A dog urinated in the hallway, and yeah, an old dog, and yes, it's old stuff, but yeah. Go down a rabbit hole of old podcasts. Storytelling for real is a rabbit hole. All right, yeah. But I thought it was an interesting documentary. But it's the thing that like was interesting to me is like this is Debbie Mathers' documentary. She can sugarcoat it to make herself look better, and she probably did. She's probably leaving a lot of stuff out So to not even see how messed up that is. And by the way, Eminem forgives his mom now.
Yeah, they clashed for a lot of years.
Yeah.
Big time.
But she like sued Eminem for defamation and all that. But like all this is
Lost.
but he's made songs apologizing to his mom. The on Marshall Mathers 2 album, that song, Headlights is a song of him apologizing to his mom and like how he cringes whenever he hears songs about him making fun of her on the radio and stuff. So, you know.
But he wrote some great stuff though, right? It included Mom and Kim and Curtain Call is an amazing album.
But like everyone, like even the record producers and stuff and the people that are around were like, yeah, Kim was pretty toxic. Like Kim's not in the documentary at all, but like his uncles are in the documentary. People from the rap scene in Detroit are in the documentary, like the different DJs that would put Eminem on the radio. And I do admit this too. Every time I'm in Sirius XM and I walk by Shade 45, I always peek my head in to see if I'll see Eminem. I've never seen Eminem, but I always. But last time when I did Jim and Sam, Isaiah Thomas was in there.
Oh, nice.
Me and Ian Laura were like kind of like rubbernecking, like, whoa, that's Isaiah Thomas.
That's cool.
Yeah, who I got an autograph from when I was a little kid, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
speaking of Detroit, Michigan, Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. Oh,
exactly.
What were you gonna say?
2-time NBA champs. No, the first NBA game I saw, like I'm up here in Canada, right? So we didn't get NBA until the Raptors, obviously in 95, 96. But Isaiah Thomas versus Dominique Wilkins, the Hawks versus Detroit. They did like an exhibition game up here.
Oh, there you go, man. The human highlight film.
And they helped, and Isaiah Thomas helped start the Raptors.
And everyone that points out Michael Jordan's Air Jordan shoes, the only shoe to beat Air Jordans in a dunk competition is Dominique Wilkins Brooks, because he had a Brooks shoe. Dominique Wilkins Brooks beat the original Air Jordan shoe in the dunk contest. That's the first time he wore Air Jordans, was at the dunk contest, and he lost to Dominique Wilkins wearing Brooks.
Yeah, he made it up though.
Yeah.
I wonder what Spud Webb was wearing. You remember what shoes he was wearing?
Yeah, but Michael Jordan wasn't in that dunk contest. He was wearing.
No, I know. He was watching that year. Yeah.
Yeah. My lost interest. Andy doing great. Ray hasn't muted you either. I haven't muted Andy. I can't mute Andy. But
Thanks,
I did. Sometimes I will. I've muted guests before if I'm making a point or I'm on a rant just to get my shit out there. Don't take it personally. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Is it just women that you've muted, Ray, or are you equal opportunist?
No. Ask Bob Biggerstaff. No one has been muted more on podcasts with me than Bob Biggerstaff. Dang, Lizard. How many kids have you adopted to have girls around? It's just saying. I see what you're doing, dang Lizard. Dang Lizard. David Skywalker. Since you're incapable of answering my previous question in any comprehensible way, I'll ask an easy one. Will you go on NLO for a chance at 1,000? I will. He has not told me the specifics of the time. I am doing an event tomorrow. I'm doing WATP tomorrow. So I am there for that. So if it clashes at the same time, David Skywalker, I cannot do it.
Okay, this is a couple times I've seen this now. What's with this chance to win $1,000?
I have no idea. Melton's giving me no specifics on it. He hasn't reached it out. He just puts it out on Twitter. And
what did he put out? What was his tweet?
You can look at it.
Okay. Figure it out.
Elise is trying to come on. If you could send Elise the link. I sent it to her on Twitter. I'll send it to you.
Would you like her to come on like right now or maybe in a few seconds? Or?
Yeah, and if you... It's...
Yo.
Hey, there she is. Oh, she said, what's up, Elise?
Ray.
What's up, Elise?
Father of mine, tell me where have you been?
I saw them.
just closed my eyes and my world disappeared. I don't know if that's like
All right,
actual
can we
first lyric.
mute Elise?
No, I was talking about that on my podcast about how about I just like hop on and just start singing directly at your face uninvited and just give you a little taste of your own medicine.
Wow, Elise.
It's great to
Elise,
see you, Elise, and you will not be muted by my side.
you will not.
Thank you. Discount Don, Dan, Don.
Discount
Discount
Don,
Don
sweetheart.
Jameson.
Discount Don Jameson.
That's right.
That's amazing. I
I
love
do
this.
not know
I love this
the
rest.
what do you call it? I do not know the nobody likes here. I will just show you.
Ah.
There it is. There's the tweet. If you want to read it, you can read it. That's all the details I have.
Oh, for the game show that you may or may not have time for on your itinerary in Detroit.
Yeah, can you read it or is it backwards?
It says, I'd like to invite Ray DeVito on my show Friday night to play a new game show I just invented. You can win over $1,000 for just 2 hours of your time. Nothing crazy. You get no other information. What do you say, Ray?
Oh, I like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it sounds like you might end up in pieces in a suitcase.
Yeah, but it's what do you call it? I have an event. I got to find out what's going on. I'm gonna read. So that's where I'm at with that, David Skywalker. I'm gonna read these super chats to get caught up with them. Nobody P nobody. Ray P Ray. Ray's horizontal. The Oxford Dictionary reviewed the song ironic and concluded none of the lyrics are ironic. Likewise, the Oxford Joke Association reviewed 200 Ray jokes and concluded none of them are funny. Oh man!
Damn! Shots fired.
Shots fired, indeed. Shots fired right at me. Brian Kowalczyk. Ray, chance you'd be on Replayables Wednesday or Friday night.
I'd like to see that.
I know a Wednesday night would probably be more likely for me. I'd be able to do a Wednesday, but yeah, I'm fine being on Replayables. I like Chris Abels.
You'd rather get drunk through the week than say on a Friday? They do 2 shows, right? They do Wednesday and a Friday.
Yeah, sadly, I have a lot of demons.
Gotcha.
So I drink.
Saturday, you got demons? Is that what you said?
I got demons and gout. I have demons and gout. And
gout is one of the demons, actually.
Gout is one of the demons.
Yeah, it's not leaving.
Have you tried sage yet? Have you tried sage to rid yourself of gout?
No. No. Have you tried not drinking to relieve yourself of gout?
Yeah.
No.
That's like number one, bro. That's
I know. It's all right.
Numero uno.
Dang, lizard. So your hot sauce covers the taste of human flesh. I don't know. I've never eaten human flesh. I do, yes.
Not yet.
David Dallafor. Bud Light now on sale at finer retailers and hotels. I do like Bud Light. Do you see they changed their thing now? Because of that whole Dolan Mulvaney thing, now they have it like in camouflage. It's like blue and white camouflage in support of our fallen heroes. So they changed.
This chat might be my favorite one.
Elise. Run! Dang, lizard.
He's on fire today.
Leo Gunn. If he's not gushing over awful indie rock bands, he's talking about rap. No wonder the Metallica kids used to beat him up in school. Love you, Ray. Yes, they did beat me up in school. Jarhead. Ray pees in the hallway. That's what I do. I'm a hallway peer.
What's this thing about you peeing in your niece's bed?
No, don't. Again, don't leave the chat. You're on the pod. Don't. Franklin Sheckler, those shoulders, fire. Elise, very head turning today.
Oh, thank you.
This is a very funny one. My lost interest. Elise and Andy shop at the same thrift store. Yeah, you do. You guys are wearing matching tank tops.
Boom, boom.
Yeah,
get it.
That's it.
Yeah, no one's complimenting Andy's shoulders. Where's that compliment, Franklin Sheckler? Jeez. Look at that. Hey, he's built. What do you do at the gym? You go in the gym today? Elise goes to the gym sometimes. What do you do there, Andy?
I actually don't go to the gym. I just do what I try to do from home. I don't get much chance to leave the house. I'm working all the time here, so
Pull-ups and push-ups.
Push-ups, yeah. Just had to start getting back into those. Thankfully, muscle has memory. But no, I can't do nearly as much push-ups as I used to be able to do. But just light weights, stuff like that. But not often, to be honest with you. I should work out a lot more than I do. I just quit smoking cigarettes. This is my
You hear that, Elise?
day
You
2.
can quit smoking cigarette. Oh, just day 2.
Quit drinking the
I
Coors.
still got the vapes. Oh,
The hand of obnoxious John over there.
oh, is it?
It's the hand of obnoxious John. Chris Mack, Elise, please force Ray a 5 lemons take.
Lemon
ASAP.
tech, ASAP.
What's a lemon tick?
Lemon
If I
tech.
know-
I mean,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
mushroom.
assume, yeah, that's a strain of mushrooms. I've never even heard of lemon tech. You're gonna have to tell me more. Tell me more.
I think Elise likes mushrooms. Do you not, Elise?
I'm a fan. Yeah, I refound mushrooms during quarantine. We're friends. We're best friends now, actually. So
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
big on that. I said that I lost the church and I found mushrooms, and Jesus and I have never been closer. So
I would
don't
love
know.
to do mushrooms with you sometime.
oh, that would be so
That'd
rad.
be
Let's
great.
go.
We'll do it.
Next Pottstown or something like that. Let's just
Right.
get super weird on mushrooms. We'll just
While
ride
he's
it till
working. What a great
the wheels
idea.
come
While
off.
you're working, can you do mushrooms?
He'll
That'd
tap
be-
someone else in. Oh, hello. Come on. It's a team effort, you know.
Dang, Lizard, what's your favorite recipe for foster care kids? I was talking about
Dang,
a documentary about it. I did not know that Kim, the mother of Eminem's child, was like a foster child that his mom invited into the house because she liked girls more than she liked. I tell you what, Eminem's mom had a lot in common with my mom. Did not like her sons and liked women way more. Brian Coslick, how to prepare a human thigh? Checking for a friend.
Wow.
All right.
Just one thigh?
Just one thigh. Yeah, just one thigh. Just one. What was the other story I sent you? I even forgot the story I sent you.
Mel Tucker's
Aaron-
game.
Oh yeah.
State?
Also,
Let me throw that up.
this is all Michigan oriented. So the Michigan State football coach. Do you know this story at all? So this Michigan State football coach, Mel Tucker, who came in, did a great job turning around the program. But then they had this lady who was she's what do you call it? She's a survivor. She was raped by some college football players years ago, and she's like does these speeches like how to respect women and everything, and all that. She was a captain for like football games. This Brenda Tracy, I'm gonna find out exactly what she, but yeah, she like horrible things happened to her from when she was. So
Ray.
she's a registered nurse, an advocate, and survivor of. She's a rape survivor and everything, and so essentially just goes around doing rallies, telling women how to look out for themselves and stuff, and not to avoid this situation, but also if something happened to you, don't blame yourself and help them like recover in life or whatever. So then this guy says it was a consensual relationship, but then while they were just having like phone conversations, would jerk off on the phone, and he doesn't deny it, and somehow he still is keeping his job. He's on suspension. He's gonna get fired.
I'm sorry. When he was talking to rape survivors, is that what's happening?
No, when he was talking to this lady, like
to
apparently
Brenda
he's like-
Tracy.
yeah, this lady whose whole thing is to avoid this stuff and telling people not to feel like victims and they can overcome such trauma. And so then this guy just traumatizes her more. And he's saying it's consensual, that they had a relationship, even though it's just on the phone. Doesn't deny anything, and somehow he has not lost his job. So I think this is insane. There's no way that, and I think because he was so successful his first 2 years after Michigan State has sucked so bad that they suddenly became really good, and he was the coach, that like he somehow thinks he's going to skate through this, and like, dude, you can't. It's so I don't know. I don't know the full story, but it does not look good. And the fact
Yeah.
that he still somehow has a job is insane. How the university's not making him step down is
Right.
insane.
That's not like it's a small university too. That's a big
No.
mainstream university. Like the Spartans are huge. Like they
That's
got a
where
big
Magic Johnson won the
Exactly.
national championship.
79.
Sparty, like, do you know how many like women go to school there? Like, how is this? It's insane. So I don't know how he's keeping his job. He's just on leave right now.
I didn't know if you want me to play the video or not. I haven't seen it yet myself, so
I haven't seen the video. I just more so just put it up to show
Right.
people I know the story. I don't. There's no.
Which you didn't really. You just like saw a headline and you're like, I think I sent you a link.
No,
Don.
no,
Let's
that
go.
I watched. No, that I did read the story.
I don't really know who these people are, but
timeline of that.
jerking off on the phone sounds like something to move. I mean, the wrong thing to do.
But how did they not fire
Definitely
him?
fire him.
Well, they're saying one of the things is because they paid him so much money that they can't because they can't spend that on it. There's got to be something in a contract where a personal conduct thing. But I guess he's not giving in. So I think they're going to reach an agreement of some sort to relieve him of his duties because there's no way he can keep that job. There's no way. Like he's never going to coach again. It's insane to think so. Chris Mack, powder mushroom, dissolve 20 minutes in lemon juice. Drink it.
Oh, lemon tech. Is that what the lemon tech is? I see.
Probably.
Interesting.
I've never done that one.
No, I like to eat my vitamin C after my mushrooms have already kicked in personally, but we'll try. I'll send you the results.
Never thought about doing vitamins after I'd done mushrooms.
Well, like I mean, like an orange. You want to have like an orange, or you know, some with vitamin C definitely.
How do you
kicks
do
it in
your
high
mushrooms?
gear. Oh baby, I like it raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
I mean, I'll eat something first, like before the mushrooms, so I don't have to worry about anything like that. And then just I'll eat them straight up.
You hear that, Chris Mack? You don't got to bring lemons into this. The only lemons around here are my jokes.
Bada bing. No, I mean that's an interesting. Every delivery system brings a new kind of like layer to the experience. So I'll try it. That sounds fun. The first time I ever ate mushrooms, I put on a Subway sandwich. My friend and I split a Subway sandwich.
Did you think they were actually mushrooms? Did you think they were the real mushrooms that go on sandwiches?
No, we had an eighth of mushrooms, and we may have had a quarter mushrooms. We had a lot of mushrooms the first time we ate mushrooms, and we threw it on a Subway sandwich and just ate them. And not too long after, I remember her family, she and her family had moved back to the States after living overseas, and they had this really high-tech toaster. And for some reason, the cancel button, like it actually had a button to stop toasting, and instead of saying cancel, it said abort. And I just like lost my mind. I was like, where the fuck did this toaster come from, bro? Like, this is too much. But yeah, that was the beginning of the journey.
Well, they're not allowed anymore.
What, mushrooms or toasters?
Abort toasters.
I'm really curious where that was manufactured, honestly.
They were obviously Democrats. Dave Delafor. Do you find unmarked vans with candies and puppets an advantage? I do, Dave Delafor. I do find that. Franklin Sheckler. We are all race survivors. True. Dang, Lizard. What did your last victim smell like? All right, dang lizards.
Like Coors Light.
Yeah, like Coors Light. Yeah, exactly. My lost interest. First story equals 3. Second equals 1. Third equals 1. Overall rating 1.666. Thank you, my lost interest.
Ray, do you have any mushroom stories?
No, I've never.
What?
No.
I'm dosing you and Bob Levy so hard. Oh
Right?
man,
No,
you're
I've
getting
never.
dosed.
Yeah,
dude.
I gotta be there for that.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Nobody.
Bring your pink blanket for sure.
Right?
Nobody P. Nobody. Ray P. Ray. So that escape murderers and rapists. Great feel-good topics today, Ray. Now, excuse me while I go drunk on cringe myself. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Have we found, are there any updates on Drunk on Cringe?
Last I heard, he's stepping out of the Delmers. So, Kill your ego, Ray. I have to have one first to kill it, Rick. I have to do that. That's what I have to do. But no, I did Michigan stories. I did my Monroe, Michigan story, Eminem, who's from Michigan, and then the not nice football coach who's at Michigan State.
Yeah.
All tied in. It's Michigan centric. That's what it is. It's Michigan centric. Elise, what's going on with you? And my apologies. I thought I thought I had you on the podcast, and that's what my apologies. When I messed up. I apologize, but people want my head for it. They want my head.
Well, I mean, I had just been on, which I know that I probably stepped on the end of the BS show, but I was like, listen, it's either now or never. I needed to promote my show that's a week from today, the Sacred Comedy Show that's in New Jersey City. It's in Jersey City. But they were giving me an update about you and Mr. Danger, Carlos Danger, getting into it about you sending same day requests for the podcasts. And I was like, well, you know, we'll give Ray a taste of his own medicine. So I actually tweeted you a link to my show while I was on the air, at which point you wrote back like got it or something like that, like you were going to jump on. And then you called me 2 minutes before your podcast started and you're like, okay, did you get the link?
That's what it was.
Yeah, you asked me if I got the link, and I was like, bro, I'm not on your podcast today. I haven't even talked to you at all since before you went to the Everclear concert, at which point you then sent me a video of you at Everclear and then nothing. So it was just you know what? I'm gonna chalk it up. See, this is why being an astrologer is good. I'm gonna chalk it up to the fact that Mercury is stationing direct. So that means all the communications are extra fucked. I'm going to usually I'm the one that's like, yo,
say that
Ray,
at a real job. Say that at a real job.
I'm
sorry that your mom didn't survive the surgery because Mercury was in orbit and we should have waited till the Saturn sun.
If Mercury's not in orbit, then we all have problems.
We should have waited for the Saturn sun. It's like, but the cancer's spreading. But I don't know, man. Saturn
doesn't
come
Ray,
around
okay,
February,
you know what? I take all that back.
Time to do it.
The Mercury being retrograde is an issue for everybody except for Ray, who's just going to fumble the bag regardless. So it's fine. And in any case, Discount Dawn was here to save the day. You finally got me a link like halfway through the show, even though I was supposed to leave to go and do something already. But I have
makeup on.
I have to get back into the city. Before. I know. I haven't walked I haven't had makeup on in a while. Yeah. Anyway, I've had. Great. Thank you.
Exactly. She's never dolled herself out before for me.
I used to do it all the time. I used to be one of these people that like now I just only put it on when I feel like it or like I got something that I got to do.
Who's the guy?
Otherwise, I have to go to the bank. So I want to make sure that they don't try to and transfer an account. And I was like, I need to look not like I just walked off tour with the dead or something like that. And so that's.
Are you wearing your tiny shorts that you always wear?
Right now I am, but I'll put on less tiny shorts or something else.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll do that. But it's a whole situation. So anyway, Ray, yeah, you even sent me you sent me a link to join a podcast when I was out of the city, out of.
It's all right. I'm the worst, Elise. I am.
You don't even know how many times you've sent me a last minute link that you just presume that you've at least sent me one for each transmission that you plan to do. So. Oh, look.
So I'm glad you were able to jump on today. Ace says, good show today, Ray. Accountability. Thank you. I'm trying to be accountable.
The accountability pod. That's a new one.
Because Mercury's in orbit and it's time to be accountable.
Oh, it's always time to be accountable, Ray.
Mercury's always in orbit. Isn't Mercury always in orbit?
I think how many
orbit worm.
How many hotel lobbies have you done a podcast in?
Quite a few. Franklin Scheckler, Ray lied about giving Elise the wrong time. Bad thing. No, I got mixed signals with Elise.
He didn't get mixed signals. He got mixed. He doesn't know how many times he's done exactly what Carlos Danger ripped him a new asshole for to me. And I've just like acquiesced. And then today he was like fully.
You know what? That's what it was.
Fully thought that I was on.
All right, we're getting right to it. You sent the link. I was driving to Michigan and I just saw it came up on my phone. It just said link. So I thought I asked you to do my podcast today and you were asking for the link. So I said, will do, meaning I'm going to send you the link. That's why I got confused. That's where I got confused.
You're just confused, Ray.
So that's
as
where
like
I got
a general
confused.
characteristic. Thank you for gifting
It
5
just
memberships.
set up on my thing. It just
Are you
said
checking
link.
this out? Brian Kowalski, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
Thank you,
Here
Brian
to the
Kowalski.
Shuli Network. Thank you.
I can't see that stuff. How do you see that stuff? I don't see that stuff.
It's a
Right on the
banner.
bottom scroll.
Yeah, man. It's all the way on there. You're
Is
the
it
only
on-
one not seeing it right now.
I seriously am not. I'm in StreamYard. So my apology, Franklin Sheckler.
You know what? You don't
that
need
was
the mushrooms.
Thank you,
feel
Brian,
like
for the gifted 5 memberships.
Yeah,
All right, at least I thought you were going to the bank.
I do have to go to the bank. Are you kicking me
right.
off? That's great. Okay.
No, I'm getting ready
hit
to
the
wrap
eject
up.
button, John. All right. But no, thanks for having me on. Glad I could make it.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, great seeing you.
Sorry
Great
for
to
the
see you too.
confusion. Because it
Also,
came up on. All right, go ahead.
I get it, Ray. We get it. You fumbled the bag. It's fine. It's not the first time. It's certainly not going to be the last. But Discount Don, I love, that I have a disco outfit called Discount Disco. So maybe we'll do a Discount Disco in Pottstown or something.
I like how it's always got to be.
Yeah. Disco's not really my thing, but
it's okay. Do you like funk music? Do you like funk?
I like a lot of different kinds of music, to be honest.
Just not disco. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. No one's perfect.
I don't think
if there's anything catchy, I probably wouldn't admit it here.
All right. Well, it's okay. I get it.
Disco is supposed to be like Copacabana.
Oh, wait. You mean like what's his face?
Barry Manilow?
Yeah, dude. I saw him live, and he actually put on a great show. It was back in like 2011 or 12 or something like that. Maybe 13.
How many encores was it till he sang Mandy?
He actually sang it not like about halfway through the show, because he actually did it was like his kind of like a soft start to a tour that he was going on. First off, he looked like a Skeletor. I thought he was gonna need like a medic like between every 3 songs,
He's got to be old now, man.
Dude,
he's got to be pretty old.
He's so old. But it was really cool because he kind of started with like, just like some tunes getting us in, and then he was like, this next song paid for like my first apartment in Manhattan. Essentially, he had still been living in East Williamsburg, which he also said was not the cute place to live as it is now. He was like, people were getting stabbed, like you didn't want to live in East Williamsburg when I lived there. And then he played Mandy and everyone lost their shit, and it was fun. It was a good time.
Well, it's coming at some point. Mandy, Ace, good show today. Ray, accountability, thank you. Ace, Franklin Sheckler, we've settled this. Ray lied about giving Elise the wrong time. Bad. Yes, I explained the confusion.
Hey, Franklin. Yeah. Franklin Sheckler.
He likes you. Dang, Lizard. Ray, which role do Zodiacs play in your K series? I don't know what a K series is, but all right. Sure. Mark P, thank you for becoming a member. Up in this, Elise's birthday years in retrograde.
Birthing years are in retrograde. My birthing years. I feel like I'm Benjamin fucking Button, but we'll see. We'll see if my ovaries will catch up. I don't know.
Ryan Kowalczyk, Elise and Andy, matchy with the tops. I agree.
Yeah, you didn't get the memo, Ray. What happened?
Yes. And then next week I got Alex Primetime Stein coming back, so we'll have Primetime Stein.
Nice.
Next Thursday at 1:00, and we got to go get some lunch. I got OJ here, waiting to wrap up, get my stuff in the room, and you guys are awesome. I'll do my plugs on Instagram, ray.devito, my Rock Bottom Pod on YouTube, Rock Bottom Pod, and then also on my YouTube channel, Ray DEVI, my stand-up clips. I just put up my 3rd stand-up clip from my special, putting up one a week on TikTok at Ray DeVito and on Twitter at Ray DeVito. And if you guys are in Detroit, I will see you. And then the first Tuesday of the month, my show at the Stand, if you're in New York City. Also, I'm going to be headlining a night at Stand Up New York. I asked Shuli when he was going to be in New York City because I was going to see if he wanted to do the show. He never got back to me. But, yeah, I got a night there. I was going to do an hour, or not an hour. I'll do like 40 minutes at Stand Up New York.
Yeah, Shuli's just in New York a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. That's why I asked him when he was going to go back to see if he wanted to do that show. But all
You should
right,
get this
but,
last super chat
Ray
from Dang
DeVito,
Lizard. Dang Lizard.
sorry, Ray, our Zodiac important in victim selection. Considering I haven't had a victim yet, I'm going to say I don't know, dang lizard. I have to look into it though.
Love the chats.
But yeah, I'm gonna be putting them. I got to put up my project. I know I'm going to
Let's try to get
before
rid
the
of
end of the year. I'm doing the Hershey, Pennsylvania, that club there, Rick Rucci's club out there. I know I'll be in Baltimore, Maryland for some dates. Also, the people here in Detroit, we're gonna try to get me some shows. I asked them about trying to get a show this week, but I'm gonna line up some shows in Detroit for maybe December or something. I'll be back here. All right, I love everybody. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Oh, my Patreon. People say you never plug your patreon.com/Ray DeVito. And yes, I'll put up yesterday's episode on there right now. All right. I love everybody. Thank you for hanging. Peace.
Peace.